Morning, everybody. Welcome back. Cannabis Chronicles. Doing our Sunday sesh. Got my man Outlaw Grower, Desert Growth Spurt. You know how we do. Let's go ahead and get this day started off right. So what you smoking on this morning?
I just got it. This is called Triangle Kush.
Nice.
Never heard of it. It's Kush.
Yeah.
I like Kush.
Yeah.
You want the big guns or the banana clip?
Still the big guns. I'm saving my last one fat nug of that banana clip.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
So this last Wednesday, we had our grower meetup again for the month of December. A little bit smaller crowd this time. But good news, we had two new faces show up. And in fact, one of those new faces may be joining us. If not next Sunday, the Sunday after. I kind of chatted with him, let him know what we do on Sunday mornings. And he seemed to be pretty down. So we may have a surprise guest here soon. But
nice.
Anyway, yeah, not to drag it on. So one thing I just got to say is it was a very nice. Here's why I love our community. Okay. So there's an older gentleman, part of our group. And it's funny because remember I had mentioned I saw someone at the grocery store. It was same guy. Okay. So anyway, he shows up and he literally just harvested, literally 2 days ago, cut it down. Okay. So, this poor guy's like, all right, anybody know of a way to quick dry and cure these plants? He's like, because I'm out, and the wife won't let him go to the dispensary because he just spent all this money on lights and soil and seeds, blah, 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 blah. So, and we're all like, there's no quick
good way to
correct
do that.
Yeah, not that I would recommend. So what I did, because I still have quite a bit.
I was just thinking that.
Yep. So I came to the rescue, and I dropped them off about an ounce today. And I'm hoping, I don't judge. I don't know, hopefully that'll get him through the drying and curing. If not, I told him, I'm like, dude, here's my number. He didn't want to take it. He's, super thankful, but I get it. He's like, oh, but I'm so close. I'm like, yeah, you're so close. Don't touch it.
Yeah, don't fuck it up now, because that's literally one of the biggest ways you can take all your hard work and just fuck it up.
Throw it in the garbage.
Throw it in the garbage.
Doing it too quick, by drying it too quick, and then it's just shaking gross. Or not doing it right and you got mold and you literally got to throw everything away. So
yes. So yeah, it's like one of the most critical stages is the drying and curing. That's the go time then.
Yeah. So it's he probably and I told him I don't even need an ounce back, dude.
Yeah.
But hey, you want to throw me a joint or two where let me taste it? Oh, of course I will take. But I don't need
doing just one kind, or is he doing a couple different kinds?
Oh, he's got 6 different. He maxed out his plant count.
Yeah, then that's what I would say. Hey, toss me a joint of one. Let me try each one. I'd be good.
Even I'm like, just give me a couple joints, because once and as once you get a couple good harvests, you just have,
Yeah.
This is literally his very first one, bro. And I got to tell you, looks better than anything I could have ever done my first one.
Really? No kidding. That's awesome.
Dude,
congratulations.
His first grow is amazing. I'm happy for him. He didn't buy top of the line and everything. He bought high mid. He got a really good tent. He got a really good light. He uses good soil. He bought good seeds, and now he's
It
got those
sounds like he did like
good.
what I did, except I didn't buy a good. I haven't bought a good exhaust system yet, but I bought a mid to good light, a good tent. Uh, the soil I had when I first started, um, the indoor, um, it was just I'm gonna be honest, yeah, I think I had a little bit of Miracle Grow. We had I had a bunch of topsoil here
We've
that
all
was for our garden. Yeah, I was just, and then I got some of what you talked about and mixed all that shit together. And I'm like, all right, it's what it is. I'm gonna do my nutrients and this and that. But then, this time around, yeah, I'm a little more focused. That time I just wanted to get things started because I knew work was gonna start kicking in. And I'm like, all right, I just want to do something.
get it going.
Yeah, get it going, kind of, get my feet wet with the new setup and everything. And
Yep.
see how everything goes. See what I'm gonna make, some mistakes on, and see what I need to pay attention to, and this and that. And there's still things I'm working out. The humidity at times, because I the schedule I have the light on right now has it to where it's dark in there when we're at work.
Yeah.
So I got a timer that kicks on and off 3 times right now during that 6 hours that we're not around. So I'm hoping that it's like knocking the humidity down, since I don't have like the nice fan yet, which will just kick on at a certain
At a
point.
certain
So
point. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, in due
so
time.
it's
In
yeah,
due.
exactly. That's something I'm planning on getting next year.
Yeah.
Um, I've spent everything I'm going to spend this year,
Of course.
and next year, which I mean, my since it's going to be next year when I do my harvest, I'll be able to get my automatic trimmer, since I don't quite need that shit yet.
Yeah. Yep.
That's kind of one thing that I do want to get, is the automatic trimmer. But I've got the Grove bags to try.
Yeah.
And the new wand recently that I got. That thing's dope. Love
Oh,
that
yeah.
thing.
Well,
Which I did bring home, and I'm going to show you this actually. Hold on, let me grab this real quick.
while he's away, let's thank the day again.
We'll thank our sponsors real quick. Harley Davidson. They give me a new bike. All right, thank you guys. No, I'm just
We
kidding.
do not have sponsors. This video
Just kidding.
is not a paid
You
sponsor.
Harley, if you do want to send me a bike, got you. I'll ride that thing, tell you everything you want to know. Anyway, so this is the pump I was talking about. We got on the big water things for spraying. So it's got a nozzle here, and then it's just a little hookup here. So since I'm sending something over to my mom's, I was like, well, maybe I'll build something.
Sure.
Since I got some time, because I'm kind of noticing that when as much as I wanted work to slow down, I just wanted it to slow down a little bit. And there's some days where there isn't work right now, which is how it is in the winter.
Yep.
But I get bored.
Yes. So
like,
quick, I got to tell you
something.
I did go ahead and finally get out that pack of microbes to you. Yeah, so not available on Amazon. And I asked Home Guy about it too. Because I had to get it from the grocery store. And he was like, yeah, dude, it's like a kind of a local thing, I guess. Like Southwest, like California can get it, we get it, like Nevada, I think, can get it. But it's kind of a thing. Yeah. So anyway, I just gotta tell you real quick. So, and I'm asking him just because I don't know, man. I ain't trying to cause trouble for nobody. So I was like, it's all right for me to ship this, right? He's like, yeah, of course. I'm like, all right, no problem,
Yeah.
So anyway,
Because we wouldn't want to be doing no
yeah.
bullshit.
So I go to I'm not trying to get no one in trouble. So I go to the UPS store and the gal's looking at it. I'm like, it's a tea blend. She's like, oh, yummy. Throws it in the bag. I was like, yep, there you go.
That's
And
awesome.
boom. And because it says, so it's Tico, like super microbial, whatever. Like I can grab it, but it's, bro, this stuff is like game changer.
Oh,
Game.
dude, yeah, that's what I've heard. When you started
Oh,
talking about it, I'm like, all right, let me check some things out a little bit myself, so that I kind of know what he's talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about yet, but at least I know how
yeah,
know what you're talking
bro,
about.
it
And
is like,
I was
so
like,
so
holy
you're gonna
shit.
want to add these. So like veg stage, depending on how much you water, I would go like once every like third feeding or third
Okay.
watering. Sorry, every third, what, just watering in general.
Every third watering in
Yeah,
general, whatever I
add in some micro, and it's like, dude, you add in like a quarter of a teaspoon per gallon. It's like the tiniest amount. Okay. Oh,
Okay, so
oh.
the real small one, a quarter of the real small one per
Yeah, I
gallon.
don't.
Okay.
Hold on,
So
don't. I
basically,
don't have it in front of me, but it's like,
no, yeah.
in
So
my
then if it's basically the way it,
it's like one teaspoon, maybe it's a tablespoon. Don't, but it's
probably
like
a tea.
one scoop, 5 gallon bucket. That's it.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Perfect. Okay.
but game,
Nice.
dude. Yeah, and then in flower stage, every other, like
How long does that shit last? Does it
it,
have an
you'll get
expert?
probably 2 to 3 grows out of it.
No, I don't mean that. How long does it have a shelf life?
I know, because it's dry
Oh,
right now. So as
okay.
long as
Okay.
it don't get wet or moist, I guess, like,
Okay.
because it's dry. So, and it's got a Ziploc top. So as long as you seal the top, put it in like a dark place,
Gotcha.
So, oh,
Because
dude.
I will say this, since we're kind of talking about stuff along these lines,
Yeah.
nutrients.
Yeah.
So I go because I know I'm probably about 2 weeks to 3 weeks. I'm about 2 weeks or less from flipping. So I was gonna start hitting it with
Yes.
my grow.
Yeah.
And it's definitely expired. It's like a chunk in there. I shake it, it's like a fucking solid chunk. Not a solid, there's some liquid, but there's a little bit, it's like some, I don't know, like some milk that you leave sitting too long or something, turn into a little chunk.
Are you talking about the Earth Juice bottle?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, hold on, let me get it. I'll let you hear it.
Whoa. Huh. I almost wonder if it got frozen. I would definitely not use it though.
Oh, here it is. It's, you can hear the liquid if I switched it because I shook it pretty good. But
Yeah.
you can hear there's like a chunk in it, and you can feel it like when I shake it. It's
Hold on. Shh.
some sort of
Don't talk
chunk.
while you're doing it, man, because it wants to pick up your voice. Yeah.
I'm gonna open it up and look at it one later
Sure.
just to see, throw it out. But
Interesting. I've never had that happen, man. I don't
yeah, I
know.
was like first started shaking it. At first, there
Yeah, I
was like
probably wouldn't.
very little liquid.
I hate to say it, but I probably wouldn't use it.
Yeah, I just want to look at it and see what it looks like in there. Like
Yeah.
what chunked up, like what color it turned and this and that, just to know.
Sure.
And
Sure.
so that's basically, I'd say, 6 months,
And that's so
probably like six,
sick.
probably let,
Like, where'd you keep that? In the house?
yeah.
And no shit. Did you not close it?
Yeah.
Like, honestly, was there maybe a time it just didn't get closed all the way? I don't. I'm just trying to
Well,
come up
the
with
only
like.
time the last time I closed it, it was closed all the way because it's closed all the way right now,
Okay, yeah,
which would be
yeah, yeah.
the
You
time
were
it
saying.
would have. So yeah,
Hmm.
before that, it wasn't chunky. So and it doesn't feel like it's chunks. It feels like it's just like one
One
chunk
chunk.
of something in there.
No shit.
So yeah,
Yeah, man.
which
Fuck.
that's another thing that with winter being slow, that's something I might start doing is just like try to get more knowledge on the nutrients, where they come from, how they're derived, some things that I can do myself, some of the extracts, the
Right
teas,
back to the
different things.
banana tea. Okay, so
Yeah.
like, all right, let me
Yeah,
an
like
idea.
that one.
Just real quick. So
I'm
like,
I'm talking more yeah, for like the um I do want to know more about like the nitrogen part of it. Um but the potassium, yeah, I mean, and the phosphate, but the potassium, yeah, that banana tea, I do like that. There's um what were some other things that we were talking about? I can't remember anymore right off the top of my head. Um, but yeah, just different and it's yeah, like the different ways because each one of these they're getting each one of these nutrients in different ways. So
right.
like the one guy I was listening to um learning a little bit more about the microbes was talking about not just the NPK but like the amino acids and stuff, which I'm like, okay, yeah, I know kind of what an amino acid is, but like how it relates and whatnot to the plants, I'm clueless. So there's just yeah, that's just stuff I kind of more interested in getting to know.
Yeah, yeah. The So with the microbes, okay. So I was trying to like as an idea because you had said like you were done buying stuff for it this year. So if you're not able to use that, you could go ahead and just do banana teas if you can get banana, but produce is expensive right now. It might be cheaper buying a bottle in the long run. You know what
Got
I'm
to get nutrients. That's not. I mean, that's nothing. Yeah, I can do that. It's all right. It says my internet connection is unstable. Am I chopping up or anything?
If just for a quick second you froze up, nothing too crazy.
Oh, okay. All right. So, yeah, I can get some nutrients. But um, yeah, it's just like a matter of like buying, stuff like equipment and shit like that. I can't get any more this year.
Yeah, no, I got yeah. I've been looking at. I was looking at those bowl trimmers.
Dude,
Pretty nice.
I'm definitely yeah, after the new year for my harvest, I'm definitely getting one of them fucking things.
Yeah, and yeah.
And
So
since I watched a couple of reviews from some solid people, um, one like basically took theirs completely apart. They showed everything and they just said basically they're all the same design. They did it with a name brand. I'm not gonna say the name brand, you can uh but they took theirs apart and they're like basically it's the same thing. So if you get like any bowl trimmer, they're like the same design. So if you want to save, I think one's like $100 and one's like 70. So I'm
yeah,
like, well, I can get $70 one and be happy with that for now. I'm not like a commercial grade trimming operation.
yeah.
Plus I do the wet trimming a bit anyway. So and I know they do wet trimming and dry trimming as well, but I'll do hand wet trimming and then dry it and then use the bowl trimmer is the plan.
Dude, I'm kind of excited. So because I'm in the winter now, I'm getting ready to harvest right around New Year's. Like I told you, we had snow the other day for like a short period of time, but like we've been getting some rain like at night. So I'm pretty excited. Like the humidity's up.
Nice.
Maybe I'll hit a week. I don't know. We're gonna
Oh,
try.
yeah, like you're gonna have. I mean, because you don't like using like a humidifier or anything like that. You wanna do it naturally as best you can.
Yeah,
I
I'll
get
throw
it.
a bag on them, trap that moisture in a little bit. It's open at the top. It can evaporate out. But yeah, no, I'll still be in a bag.
Those For those of you that don't know, we do Instagram on Desert Growth Spurts Instagram. We did live a couple of times, and there was the one guy, man, he blew my mind with that 2 weeks of drying.
Oh my
How
goodness.
he pull that off. I was just like, man, dude. It's nice how some of these people are really on their game.
Yeah,
And
and
I'm grateful for the people that have joined us because we all like to share information. That's what it's about. I'm sorry for cutting you off. But
I totally forgot what I was.
I'm sorry.
Typical.
That's what happens when you smoke weed.
Ah, so the nutrient, real quick. So you may want to go ahead and grab some blackstrap molasses too to get the most out of.
That's all I call it.
Microbes alone are going to be game changer. But you start adding in some unsulfured blackstrap molasses to like boost up the microbes. Whoo! It's all like trichome and cannabinoid and resin production. It's all, you'll see like in the vegetable, you'll see like good growth. And in the flower stage, it's just, dude, it's insane what it'll do. From like if you do
hold on, what's it called again? What kind of blackstrap molasses? You said unsalted?
Unsulfured.
Unsulfured?
Yeah.
Blackstrap molasses.
Yep.
I don't know how to spell molasses, so it's close. Now what I just did is a reminder.
There you go.
Was I just sent you a message on Messenger?
Okay. Yeah, no problem, man.
But that way I'll look at it later and go, oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Boom, I gotta get this.
But yeah, that again, not required. Just another thing that'll make it a little bit better.
Yeah, those microbes, that definitely had me once I started hearing like what you were talking about, and then hearing some more and kind of starting to understand it a little bit better because it was like diagrams and pictures and shit.
Yep.
It's like, oh, okay, I'm seeing what he's talking about, what he meant by this, and I'm like, man, that sounds like that's really awesome.
It like does all the work for you. So hold on, I gotta tell you good news, bad news though. So like good news, they're coming. According to the UPS people, you'll get it before New Year's. Not Christmas. So hey, they wanted like $24 for me to ship a little packet in a bubble mailer to get it there before Christmas. I'm like,
yeah. Like it's not necessary.
No, sorry, bro. Like, hey, love you, man, but you can have it before New Year's. That's when you actually will see because that'll be right before you flip, right? Or right when you flip.
Yep.
Yeah. So
yeah, right around the when I'm gonna flip.
Dude, yeah, and I would immediately everything get around to that. Your autos, your flowers that you're getting ready to send over to your mom's, all of it gets like a nice everything.
Okay. All right. Yeah, once I get it and everything, I'll get like your full directions on everything. I know it's every other third or every third you said so far.
Well, okay, are your autos starting to show pistils yet? I mean, I know they're short, but it is possible.
Yes.
Yeah,
the one is the good one, which we'll talk about the other one in a minute.
Well, let's
But
talk about
yeah,
it. I need information, man.
yeah.
I
No,
want to give you
we're going
information.
on.
I need information.
So I was gonna go on, I was saying in a minute, but I'll just jump into it now. The mishap that I had,
Uh-huh.
um, where because I threw one, if anybody remembers, I threw those autos just quick, in which they're kind of off the schedule that we think is good, where we start one and then we get the other one started.
Sure.
I
Sure.
started them in reverse, but that's because the autos are going to my mom's. And they're gonna go to my mom's about the time I'm needing to flip. So I threw those autos in really fast. I got them in the mail and I just threw them in. Got some buckets, threw them in. Well, one of the buckets was a new bucket that I got and not an older bucket. So I realized I went out and looked and I'm like, what in the hell? This one is looking really droopy. And I kind of like pretty much realized very quickly that it was very, very wet. And so I brought it inside and I looked at the bottom right away and I'm like, motherfucker, I didn't put any damn holes in the
Oh
bucket.
no, missed one.
Yeah. Yep. So
Yep.
so I hit it right away. I which will be new information to you in a minute. I drained it and then I flushed it because I was concerned.
Okay.
Because what happened was I had my wife helping me water them with the new watering wand.
Yeah.
And so she went all the way around and then I said to hit I didn't want her to hit the autos again because I was actually going to give them some nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted them to hit them the first round with what I had with the water. Then I was going to hit them with some nutrients. And so I was holding off on those, but she hit it again. And then got it with nutrients. Or I'm sorry, it did have nutrients, but I was wanting there was a reason I wanted her to hold off for some reason. I can't remember. But she hit it and I didn't realize it. And then she told me, and I'm like, well shit, I wanted you to hit these other ones. So hit them other ones, and then she hit it again. And so the one that didn't have any holes in it actually got watered like I double what it should have for the day. And so yeah. So and because there it might have had more nutrients than I wanted to, or even the fact that it had nutrients, I was concerned. I was like, well, when it drains out, because of what happened to you, I was concerned that the nutrients might just go straight to the bottom. And if I didn't flush that out, I didn't know. So I was just like, well, it's better to be safe than sorry. So I just flushed it.
Sure.
So now it's definitely showing a deficiency in nutrients. So
yeah,
I gave like a heavy dose today.
Okay.
Of some, and hopefully she'll bounce back. It's an auto, so obviously it's a setback.
Yeah. How often are you watering?
On the autos are
on the autos.
Yeah, on the autos it's like every other day.
Okay.
Like it's whether it's water or feed, I'm doing something every other day.
Sure. Okay.
And I probably am I'm probably doing like every other on water and nutrients, water feed.
Sure. Yeah, if they're starting to show pistils, you're going to want to start introducing, the bloom boosters and stuff.
Which that's why I was just about to do that because I'm like, well, shit, I can actually start hitting everything with the same stuff at the same time,
but real light.
But
real light.
Yeah, I was gonna do that, but like I said, I mean, I gotta get some new bloom. But and that's to boost the potassium right now, correct?
Yes, that's all.
Which I do still have some of that potassium that I showed you. I had that bag of like the white stuff.
So you got something you can start, yeah.
I do have something I'm able to toss in there, which I'll do. and then I'll just order some new bloom. The catalyst is almost out anyway, so
about that time.
yeah. So that's my thing with the autos right now. The one auto, like I said, is showing. It's got like a fuzzy and almost. I was like, damn, is it flowering already?
Yeah, they're go go go, man.
And that thing is massive. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe how freaking big every day. Those honestly, for the people that might get bored with their grow, that that might be what you need is some autos.
Yeah.
Because it's not as boring.
Mm-hmm.
I can say that for sure. It's definitely there's not that lull where you're just like, you're going and looking every day, like, you doing anything? Huh? Is I was like every single day that I'm like, holy cow, man, like, damn, girl, looking good.
Yeah. Yeah, they're fun, man. Got to get some good pictures of those girls.
Yeah, I do. I'll go get some tonight, actually. I think I got some the other. Oh no, that's what it was. I showed you guys the Insta live.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
for anybody watching this, go check out the Instagram live. When we do that, get some notifications, whatever you got to do, and it's on Desert Growth Spurts or Cannabis Chronicles may be doing some live sessions too. I think we talked about. So
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's stuff coming.
Yeah.
A harvest coming very, very soon.
Oh,
And then
looking so good in there. You know, the one, even that sickly plant, man, those flowers look good, bro.
so when do you think think you're gonna be harvesting? Do you have like a approximation yet?
Just kind of just ballpark quote on my dipshit expertise. It'll probably be after New Year's. You know,
Get through all the holidays and bullshit, and that's perfect.
I think I'm gonna skate right through. Oh, easily. You know, it could be like, I really hope it's not like on New Year's, because that'd be kind of a shitty way to spend the day. But
well, no, because I know you guys got some plans for
right,
that
that's
day
why I
too,
tried
so
planning this whole thing out. But you know, that
let it.
one, she might be done. Yeah, again, it's trichome and you know, the cloudy to amber, but
Yeah.
ballpark. I'm guessing probably like the first week of January.
Nice.
You know, though, that straw not gold, she might be longer. She might be like one of those weird 11, 12 weekers, because she is nowhere near. I mean, she looks fine. Like, you know, she's right where she probably should be. But like, her buds aren't as far along as the other two. You know, the other two are the ones I bought, you know, so they were.
They might be nice. It'll help spread your trim and your drying, your cure out a little bit.
Well, it's going to kind of fuck up my whole shit if it is, because I needed to like change out my electrical.
Oh, yeah.
But in order for my perpetual grow, I had only planned on being down for 1 week. I figured 1 week of run that electrical real quick. I say real quick, but I'm lazy. So like, that's going to be a quote unquote 2-day project for me. Yeah.
I'll do like 1 week and
work
2 weeks.
Day. Yeah, I'll do all my attic work one day, be like, oh, it's gross, and I'm done. And then
take a break for a day.
Yeah, and tie up everything ground level. You know, just wire up the outlets, run it into its breaker, and fucking snap it in. So, you know, it'll go.
You're saying it correctly. I'm just bullshitting, talking shit. Like, it would literally take a 2-day project would take me about a week, because I'd be like, let me do a half a day, take a break for a day.
Yeah. So, but I had only planned on being down a week, you know, like taking.
Yeah. Okay. So I get it.
So if this girl's a 12-weeker, I might have to swap out the electrical, because
I
I
was
need
gonna say, yeah, then it's just that you
room,
might just have to pause on the electrical. Then you could start something else. So
which sucks because like it's all tied into like it's the room, the garage, just in general. Which the rooms in the garage, like, so I can't have like right now. That's where I'm at. I can't have like a heater out here. It's cold as shit. Like it's a little rough in the mornings, man. But
So speaking of that, my power went out. Sorry to interrupt you. My power went out, and I forgot to turn my heater back on yesterday. So I
yeah,
came out there this morning, and just with the light on, it was like 57 degrees. I know it dropped down, but the point is, with it being like 20,
yeah, that's not
that
bad.
light, that light did help. And because it's not just the light, but I've also got it like enclosed in a shed, so it breaks off the wind and shit. But point is, it's like I'm not as concerned as I was when it's going to be dropping down to zero here soon.
Yeah, yeah.
I think I'll be all right. But your electrical thing, I'm hoping that
Yeah.
everything works out on that
I'm at this
because you
point, like,
do need to
I'm
get.
just mentally preparing for me having to skip it right now, which sucks because I really wanted to have it on its own breaker so I can just enjoy my garage again. I can't do no projects. I can't be firing up a saw
Yes.
and have my light
Yeah.
on. You know,
Yeah.
I can't do no projects right now. So I'm a little like, but
Yeah.
again, in order for it to work for me, I need to like keep going, kind of.
But that's the thing. I feel like this though with you, is that you you've got a surplus, like we've discussed. So I think that if you have a little bit of a couple week delay, it is important to get the electrical thing done,
Yeah. Yeah.
is
It's
what I would say.
giving
No
out.
matter what, I would say that whatever it takes, you gotta, if you gotta wait a couple of weeks longer than you wanted to, it sucks, but I would say still get it done so that you can enjoy in the spring your garage.
Get some.
But everybody, I think it's getting to be that time. So I'm ready for something to eat.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes. We will catch you guys next Sunday.